Hagerstown Tigers tonight. At forward will be Mark Marlatt, a 6-foot senior, averaging 11 points per game. His running mate at the forward position will be Randy Gwynn, a 5'10 senior, averaging 18.3 points per game. At center, 6'3 junior Roger Lumpkin. The guard, Marvin Cole, a 6'2 junior, averaging 15 points per game. And Dave Davis, a 5'7 junior. So it will be Davis and Cole at guard, Lumpkin at center, Gwynn and Marlatt at forward for Hagerstown. At forwards for Royerton will be Jim Holler, a 6'2 senior, and Ted Dixon, a 6'4 junior. The center will be George Shaver, a 6'4 junior. The guard, John Carter, a 5'10 senior, and Don Shelby, a 6-foot junior. The officials tonight will be Gene Lilly and Everett B. Campbell. Boy, we're ready for the tip. We'll come to you for play-by-play.
All set for the center jump. George Shaver will jump for Royerton, and it'll be Roger Lumpkin for the Hagerstown Tigers. All set for the tap. Controlled by Lumpkin. Lumpkin taps back in defensive court over to Davis. Davis brings it across the line now. Goes back on left side to Gwynn. Gwynn will hold it. Steps it up for the Hagerstown Tigers. Back to Davis, over to Gwynn. In the corner, it's deflected, but taken over there by Marlatt. Marlatt goes over the right corner for a shot by Cole. He missed it. Rebound is taken off by Dixon. Dixon fights out with it. Gets it up the court to Shelby. Don Shelby crosses mid-court. Goes in the left corner to George Shaver. Shaver brings it out along the key. Goes to Carter. Carter right back in the corner to Holler. Holler, 25-footer, good. Royerton leads 2-0, and back comes Davis for Hagerstown. Across the center line. Right corner to Cole. Cole underneath the basket now to Marlatt. Marlatt in the corner, and it's deflected out of bounds by Hagerstown center Lumpkin, and the ball will be given over to the Royerton Redbirds and Don Shelby. Left side of the center circle in the corner to Holler. Holler holds it high, looking for the pass receiver. Goes a long cross-court pass out of bounds. Offensive error for Royerton, and Hagerstown gets it. Up comes Davis. Davis to the key. Lumpkin, a turn shot, no good. Rebound is tapped around and taken off by Dixon. Dixon scoops to Shaver, who in turn flips to Shelby, and Shelby brings it across defensive court for the Birds. Right side of the center circle. Long, deep pass in the corner to Dixon. Almost out of bounds. Saves at the baseline. Back to Holler over to Shelby. 30-foot over Shelby. No good. Rebound cleared off for Hagerstown by Marvin Cole. Long lead pass up the court to Gwynn. No good. Shaver the rebound. Shaver back to Royerton to Shelby. In the corner to Dixon. Dixon steps on top and corner. Missed it. Rebound tapped up by Holler and good. The score, Jim Holler of Royerton 4, Hagerstown nothing. And now the Tigers slow play down a bit as Marvin Cole brings it across the midline. In the corner, it's thrown over to Cole. Cole, a jump shot, missed it. Rebound, tapped around and taken off there for a jump shot by Gwynn, and he dumps it in. Randy Gwynn hits for Hagerstown 4-2. The Redbirds by 2. Don Shelby controls offensively. A Holler, cross-court pass to Carter. On the end line to Dixon. Deflected out to Carter. Carter back to Shelby in the pivot to Shaver. Over to Carter. Overloads the zone. The jumper good. Carter from 25 is the Royerton pick passing tactics. Overloaded the Hagerstown defense. And it's 6-2 now. The Birds by 4. On the outside is Gwynn. Gwynn back of the back to Davis. To Cole. And a shot there by Davis. He was fouled by Shelby. The basket was no good. First foul of the game. First one on Shelby. And at the free throw line is Dave Davis, a 5'7 junior guard for the Hagerstown Tigers. Professor Davis' one shot is in the air and missed it. Rebound is tapped around and Dixon got it. Dixon up to Holler. Holler right down on the sideline in front of us. Long dribble past the corner. Carter back up to Shelby. Shelby fires a long one. It's no good. Rebound is taken off by Gwynn. Gwynn cuts up through the middle, into the lane, throws it over, it's deflected, picked up by Davis. Back it goes to Cole, the shot, no good. Rebound is taken off, and a foul called. Personal foul on Ted Dixon. Steve Campbell from Dunkirk, Indiana, called the personal foul. The other official working the game tonight is Gene Lilly of Muncie, couple of the real fine officials for Eastern Indiana. At the free throw line is Marv Cole. He missed the first one, bounced to the back of the rim, hit the front of the rim and dropped off. The next one by Cole is good. And it's 6-3 now. The Redbirds by 3 with 5:20 remaining in the first quarter of play. Shelby does the working and cross center court. Stops on the left side over to Carter. Carter scoots in toward the lane. Foul called on Marv Cole. Marv Cole, 6'2 junior guard for Hagerstown. Takes up the personal foul, his first misdemeanor. And at the free throw line will be John Carter. John has certainly impressed us with some fine backcourt play this year. He hits the free throw. He's exceptionally good from the free throw line. It's 7-3 now as Royerton leads. Up across the line is Davis. Davis passes off to Gwynn for the shot. It's deflected by Carter. Carter comes back to it offensively in the corner to Holler. The jump shot is off the rim and bouncing one, no good. Dixon off the rebound. The foul called. Foul called on Roger Lumpkin. Roger, the center for Hagerstown, picked up his first foul. And at the free throw line will go Ted Dixon, who's the starting postman for Coach Myron Dickerson. Certainly would like to express our gratitude for the extreme courtesy we're treated with out here at Royerton. Nice facilities, and the Royerton people really go out of their way to make us feel at home. The free throw was no good. Shaver fouled on the rebound and got his first foul. Coach Myron Dickerson is really taking care of us out here, and John Stebbins, the principal, of course, here at Royerton. And at the free throw line is going to be Dave Davis. Davis set with a shot and got it. 7-4 now. Hagerstown narrows the gap to 3. Full court press employed here with 4:56 remaining in the first quarter. Carter will bring it up defensive court. 3 in on him. Now he cuts through across the midline. Goes to Shelby. Shelby takes the pick in the corner to Dixon. The shot, no good. Rebound is back to Carter. He takes the shot, dribbles around the horn, throws it off to Holler. Holler in the corner, fakes his man. Jump shot, it's good. Holler's got 6 of the 9 points for the Redbirds, and they lead 9-4. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Lumpkin a turn shot, no good off the rim. Rebound is taken to Shelby. Don Shelby through the defensive foul lane now. All the way back in the defensive court. Now cuts across to the back line. Into Carter. Carter along the key. Back in the corner to Dixon. And the corner to Shaver. Out to Shelby. Shelby to Holler. Turn shot for Holler. Good. Holler got 8 points, and it's 11-4 now. Royerton leading, and timeout called on the court. There's timeout here at Royerton, Indiana, with 4:09 remaining in the first quarter, and the score 11 for the Redbirds and 4 for the Tigers.
May 24th is the date. Mark it in red on your calendar. That's the day summer fun starts at the Water Bowl, Eastern Indiana's finest water resort. A membership for the entire family costs $30. Single membership for the season is $15. And remember, the season starts with the free grand opening Sunday, May 24th. The fun-filled world of swimming, fishing, and picnicking is only as far away as the Water Bowl. Highway 3, 2 miles north of Muncie.
11-4. Owen Lumber just counting on Jim Holler. Jim? Owen? Well, Maury, the way this boy shoots, and he's done this consistently in every ball game that we've seen, he should be able to make some college ball players because he's a fine outside shooter. He's strong. He's not as big as many college ball players might be, but he's a good, strong boy with a fine outside eye, and he'll do somebody some good. Plays back in on as Hagerstown moves it up the court. Gwynn has it. He tries a jumper and missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound and slapped back to Dixon. Dixon to Shelby. Shelby left side of the center circle across to Carter. Carter 10-footer. It's up and no good. Rebound is tapped up by Shaver. No good. This time Lumpkin got it. Off the court. It goes into Davis. Davis cuts. Jumps and travels. Dave Davis called for traveling, so Royerton will get it out in the defensive court on the far sideline. Passing it to Carter to Shelby. And Carter will bring it across. Over to Shelby. Shelby right side of the center circle. Standing in the backcourt. Cuts back to Carter on the pass. Into Shaver on the line. Shaver turns around, whirls, can't get out of difficulty, and throws back to Shelby. Shelby in the corner to Dixon. Dixon cuts to the line. Jumper's up. It's no good. Rebound up by Shaver, but he tapped it out of bounds, and a hell ball called. Shaver will jump for Royerton, and Roger Lumpkin will jump for Hagerstown. 6-3 against 6-5 in favor of Shaver. The tap to Dixon underneath the Holler. It's up, and no good. He tapped it again. It's good. Jim Holler has lost 10 points to him. 10 points for Holler, and Royerton leads 13-4. Lumpkin in the corner there to Cole. Cole drives the end line. Missed the shot. Rebound is taken off by Marlott. Marlott hits it. Mark Marlott threw it in. 6-footer from the baseline. That makes it 13-6 now. 7-point lead for the Redbirds. Holler to Shaver. Shaver works for the shot. He's fouled. Shaver fouled by the forward over there, Marv Cole. Actually, the Hagerstown coach has put Randy Gwynn back at guard and put Cole up on the post. Since the game got underway, we already have a Hagerstown substitution now. Marvin Cole is out of the lineup, and Gale Forrest, the 5'11 sophomores in the ballgame for Hagerstown. The only sophomore on the roster for Hagerstown, and Shaver's at the free throw line, and Big George will get one. That's the fire. Right-hand pusher's up, and it's good. Royerton 14, Hagerstown 6 with 2:58 remaining in the first quarter. In the corner now is Marat. He tries the shot. It's deflected and a foul called on George Shaver. Shaver gets foul number 2. A lot of notables in the crowd tonight. Tom Heater and Ken Sieber, the coach and assistant of Southside High School, are here scouting a possible sectional opponent in Royerton and a possible regional opponent in Hagerstown. So Ken Sieber with one stone tonight. John Harding of the town Blackhawks is here tonight. First free throw is no good. The second one up no good. Rebound is taken off of the backcourt by Carter. Carter cuts to offensive court now for the Redbirds. Right side stick on the lane into Holler. Holler in the baseline to Carter. He brings it back out to the back line now. Carter over to Holler. Holler back to Carter. Carter back to the backcourt and just inside the center circle. Into Holler in the left corner. The shot deflected and a foul called on Marat. Marat gets his first foul. Another dignitary, Clyde Allman, sitting over at the scorer's bench. Director of Guidance at Hagerstown, the Muncie resident. Holler, the free throw up, and he hits it. We tried to say that earlier, but it wouldn't fall in, so we could say it. Well, that makes it 15-6 now. Holler's got 11. Nice one up for Jim. He missed that one. Rebound tapped around, and Shaver got in the backcourt. Over to Holler, right corner. Holler drives the end line, takes his man, pivots around, can't throw it back, and finally calls for double dribbling. The only way to get out of the difficulty was to dribble again, and he lost the ball. Hagerstown has it in the backcourt. Over to the corner to Marlett, and he traveled on the play. Marat traveled on the play, and Royerton gets the ball back, and Carter will throw into Shelby. Shelby in defensive court usually does the dribbling across the midline for the Redbirds. Tips off the left-hand side, back to Carter on the right. Lost the ball. He almost lost it behind the line, but Shelby taps to Shaver in the corner of Dixon. Dixon drives to the alley for the jumper and missed it. Rebound, long pass, down court. Williams open, layup good. Randy Gwynn at the fast break, long pass, makes it 15-8 now. Hagerstown trails by 7. Minute 50 remaining in the first quarter of play. Shelby on the outside, line to Shaver. Shaver cuts to the left, jumpers up, missed it. Rebound for Shaver. He'll try number 2 and misses that one. Rebound this time is third off the corner with Gwynn. Gwynn of Hagerstown, offensive court now. Just behind the lane to the right side. Pass over to Forrester. The shot's no good. Marat gets the rebound. He hit the bottom of the backboard and stepped out of bounds. Royerton in, Carter to Shelby, and Shelby brings it across. Right side of the center circle, looks back to the left side. Can't get it to Carter, so he fires to Holler. Holler's around his man, moving in. Foul call. Personal foul this time is called on Mark Marat, and that's 2 on Marat. And the one and bonus will be in effect for Jim Holler, who I think is accumulated a total of 11 points so far in the ballgame, with the Royerton 15 in the first quarter. Holler set to the free throw, up and no good. Rebound to Shaver. He snags that one back to Holler. Holler will jump up another shot. Hit. 13 points for Jim Holler. And if he keeps up like this, he's going to make some sort of record out here tonight. 17-8. Royerton jumper by Lumpkin and skip for Hagerstown. And that makes it 17-10 as the Tigers stay within 7. Now remaining in the first quarter. Carter controls for Royerton. Takes the pick on the right side of the lane. Goes back now. Back road to Shelby. Shelby tries to work at left side. Dribbles over the sideline. Stopping. And throws in the pivot. It's thrown over Lumpkin over to Marat. Marat. Lazy bounce pass up to Dave Davis. And Davis brings it across the line. Fires the corner to Forrester. Forrester back out to Gwynn across to Davis. Underneath to Marat. He's open and a foul on Shaver. Third foul on George Shaver in the first quarter. And that'll hurt Royerton. Myron Dickerson wants timeout. There's a timeout on the court. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The score, 17 for Royerton, 10 for Hagerstown.
Enjoy a summer of fun at the Water Bowl. Eastern Indiana's finest water resort. Highway 3, 2 miles north of Muncie. Get your membership now. The family can really have fun fishing, swimming, sunbathing, picnicking. And Bill Craig Jr. will MC record hops every Wednesday and Friday night. You can get your memberships now by calling 288-1853. Write that number down for the wall, 288-1853.
Offensively for the Birds. Set for the Tigers to come back out on the court now. They'll be at the free throw line with Shaver. One shot. And the pivot, Shaver picks up his third foul. Here with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And that can greatly hurt Royerton because it's a big rebounding quarter now. Myron Dickerson still has by Holler and Dixon, but Shaver is the main star in the rebounding. Good. They lead by 13 points so far in the first quarter. Points with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Carter pressed on offense up the court. The Tigers to come back out on the court now. They'll be at the free throw line with over. They might not get it across, but finally they get it shooting. It will be Mark Marlotte. Shelby's in the back. The bonus is in effect. Difficulty. Heavy traffic. Throws it out of bounds, and the free throw hits it. Royerton has level on the press on that one, and finally threw it out of bounds. 6 points. Hagerstown with the ball. 20 seconds. Lumpkin throws it over to Marlotte. Marlotte on the line as the lead throws again. Fires the pass way back to Davis to go to the first quarter. 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Davis shoots a long 30-footer. Rebound with Shelby. Shelby now takes over. They might not get it across the finish in the first quarter. 5, 4, 3. Holler difficulty. And no good. That's the end of the first quarter. The score. Royerton had 7 on the press on that one. And finally threw it out of bounds. 17-12, first quarter score. We're about ready for quarter number 2. Let's take a look at statistics on that first quarter of play. First of all, for the Royerton Redbirds, from the field, they hit 7 of 19 attempted for 38%, and the Hagerstown Tigers were connecting on 4 of 10 for 25%. 4 of 16 for 25%. Holler had 13 for Royerton, and he's the big gun in the ball game in that first quarter with 13. We're all set now for the second quarter of play. Hatfield is in for Shaver. The tap controlled by Hagerstown. Back to Dave Davis. Davis across midcourt. Pass to Gwynn. Gwynn steps on a big one. Missed it. Rebound taken off to Carter. Carter in defensive court for the Redbirds. Up across midcourt in the corner to Shelby. Shelby a jump shot. It's short. Rebound taken off by Holler. Works for position and hits it. 15 for Jim Holler in the first 8.5 minutes of the ball game. 19-12, the Redbirds by 7, and Randy Gwynn has it for the Tigers. Over to Davis, back to Gwynn in the pivot. A jump shot there is no good by Cole, and a foul called. No, it's out of bounds underneath to Hagerstown. Cole is back in there, and Lumpkin is out. Marlotte will throw in. Back a deep pass goes to Forrester. In the corner to Marlotte, and a foul called. Personal foul on Bruce Hatfield. Hatfield gets foul number 1, and 1 in bonus will come to Marvin Cole. Marvin is 6'2", a junior for the Hagerstown Tigers. Try to narrow the margin. Hits the first one. 19-13 now. Royerton by 6 points, but it should be cut to 5 now with Cole hitting another one. It's up, and he got that one. It's 19-14, and Hagerstown has had some pretty good success from the charity stripe so far. Up the court is Dixon, who came down to help the press. Dixon back to Shelby. Shelby on the left side. Can't get rid of it. Now goes over to Carter. Carter holds on the outside. Back to Shelby. Shelby bloops the pass back to Carter. And Royerton is having trouble with the defense now. And a foul, a charging foul on Hatfield. Hatfield shoving off under the bucket, got his second foul. And trying to get away from the Hagerstown defensive man, Hatfield was shoving. So Myron Dickerson might take him out of there. He might get his 2 frontline big men as far as the pivot is concerned with personal foul difficulty. Gwynn into Marlotte. And the pivot to Cole, slapped away, back to Gwynn. Gwynn to Davis. Corner by Forrest. The shot, good. Gale Forrest hits in the corner. 19-16 now. The Redbirds by just 3. Carter pressed in midcourt. To Dixon, back to Shelby. Shelby up to Holler. Holler back to Shelby. Shelby to the right side of the key. In the pivot to Hatfield. Turn shot. It's no good. Rebound by Dixon. No good. Holler up no good. Again, he's fouled. Holler's fouled by Forrest. Dixon missed a real easy layup. Holler got it back on a tip, no good. And then on his second attempt, he was fouled. He will get 2 free throws. Lumpkin is coming back in the lineup for the Tigers. And Holler, a chance to increase his scoring total. Missed the free throw. He gets 2. He has a total of 15 points in the first half of play so far. And now Holler will get shot number 2. The Redbirds leading 19-16. And so far, what has been a real thriller with Hagerstown on the uphill trail all the way. Holler's free throw and hits that one. 20-16 now. The Redbirds by 4. 6:36 remaining in the first half of play. comes Dave Davis. Davis across to Glenn and the pivot to Lumpkin. Corner to Forrest. Forrest a jump shot off the rim. Rebound is taken by Dixon. Dixon in defensive court. Gets out of difficulty. Goes up to Shelby. Shelby cuts the center circle in half. Right side to Dixon. Dixon waits to flip the pass to Shelby. Shelby dribbles back to the left side around the horn. Goes left side pass to Carter. Carter on the sideline. Motioning the men back. Goes back over to Shelby. Shelby on the point. To Holler for the shot. No good. Rebound to Dixon. No good. This time Carter got it and lost it, and a foul called. Foul called on Forrest. Gale Forrest of Hagerstown gets foul number 2. And now Bill Story is in the Royerton lineup for Bruce Hatfield. Bill Story in for Bruce Hatfield. Free throw by Carter. Good. 21-16. Redbirds by 5. On the bonus, he'll get another. Set for the second free throw, but Johnny Carter is up, and he got that one to make it 22-16 now. The Redbirds ballooning the lead back to 6. Quickly, Davis comes for Hagerstown. Pivot to Lumpkin. The shot, no good. Rebound to Carter. Carter for Royerton. Back over to Shelby. Shelby up the free throw lane. Left-hand side of the center circle. Into Holler. Corner to Dixon. Dixon takes his man. Back to Shelby. In the pivot to Holler. Over to Dixon. Dixon topping corner shot. No good. Foul called on Forrest, and that's 3. Gale Forrest, the Hagerstown Reserve, got his 3rd foul. And at the free throw line is Ted Dixon with 2, 1 and 1. 1 plus bonus for Ted Dixon. Dixon set with the first shot. It's up and no good. Oh, looks like he's going to roll off and drop through. In there by Dixon to make it 23-16. And now another Hagerstown substitution. Bill Stratton, number 43, a 6'1 junior, comes in. And Gale Forrest, number 31, a sophomore, 5'11, goes out with 3. Dixon's next free throw, he got that one also. It's 24-16. The Redbirds by 8. 5:42 remaining in the first half of play. Davis to Gwynn into Marlott. Marlott to Lumpkin. Missed the shot. Rebound taken off this time in the backcourt by Gwynn. Gwynn cuts in. Keeper's up. Good. Horseshoe shot for Randy Gwynn. 24-18. The Redbirds by 6. Don Shelby up the court with 5:22 remaining in the first half. Lost the ball. Davis the shot. Good. 24-20. Hagerstown back within 4 now on a Royerton offensive error. Shelby up to Dixon. Dixon cutting across to Carter, and a foul called on Gwynn. Randy Gwynn gets his first foul, and at the free throw line will go Ted Dixon with 1 and 1. He just got a couple on the 1 and bonus. See what he can do in his second attempt there. Dixon is starting forward, set with 1 and bonus from the charity stripe. The first one's up and good. Boy, he's making them luckily up there. They are bouncing around and dropping through, and that's 3 in a row that Ted's managed to talk in there. 25-20. Let's see what he does on his 4th consecutive. Hit that one real well, and it's 26-20 now. The Redbirds by 6 again. Dave Davis across to Randy Gwynn. Gwynn to Marlott. Marlott back to Gwynn. Gwynn in the pivot to Lumpkin. Back to Marlott. Drives the end line underneath. Holler guards it, and he hit a basket anyway. Marlott hits it. 26-22. Royerton by 4. Carter's in trouble up to Shelby. Over to Dixon. Dixon lets the 2 guards step by and finally dribbles once and goes to Shelby. Back to Dixon. Dixon on the side. It's a high post. Goes all the way back to the midline to Shelby. Shelby to Carter. Carter to Holler. The shot no good, and a foul called. Personal foul on Randy Gwynn for shoving. Second one on Gwynn. Holler will get, I think, 2 shots. Jim Holler. Now the official signals 1 plus bonus, so the shoving was after the shot. Free throw for Jim Holler's up and no good. Rebound taken off for Hagerstown. By Marlott. Marlott to Gwynn. Gwynn back to Davis. Pivot to Lumpkin. Across. He threw it out of bounds. Lumpkin threw it out of bounds. So Hagerstown loses possession on the offensive error, and Royerton gets it. Carter goes into Shelby. Shelby up across the center. In the backcourt, he stops. Into Holler. Holler drives the alley. Missed the shot, but a foul called on Lumpkin. Jim Holler will go to the free throw line on Lumpkin's second personal foul. And Holler will get 1 and bonus. Timeout is being called. There's a timeout on the court by Hagerstown with 4:16 remaining in the first half. The score, 26 for the Royerton Redbirds, 2 for the Hagerstown Tigers. 4:16 remaining in the first half of play. Score 26 Royerton Redbirds, 22 Hagerstown Tigers. And the two teams are now talking with their respective coaches. The Redbirds to Coach Myron Dickerson and the Tigers to Coach Chuck Blackburn. Hagerstown comes into the ball game 11-7 so far for the season, and the Royerton Redbirds are 15-4 in the Miss Central Valley Conference. Royerton has no losses, 4-0, and Hagerstown the other way, they haven't won, 0-3. At the free throw line, Holler, 2 shots. First one up. It's no good. I think Holler's what, 2 of 7, Owen? And he's still got 16 points. He could have had 25 this first half. The next free throw by Holler's up there and good. He's 3 of 8 from the line to give Royerton a 27-22 lead now. And Randy Gwynn throws to Lumpkin. It's intercepted by Holler. Long pass to Carter. He's open and hit. 29-22. There's an offensive error by Hagerstown. Back comes Carter. Under. And he hits. No basket. He was fouled before he hit. Hagerstown fell apart there. 2 straight offensive errors. And there was a personal foul, I think, whistled on Randy Gwynn, who got his 3rd foul. And now we have a substitution in. Number 25, Dick Murray, a 5'9 junior, is in for Gwynn, who carries 3. Carter's free throw is good. 30-22. This guy, when he gets going, can play a real fine game. John Carter has 8 points, looking for number 9, and he got that one too. 31-22. The Redbirds by 9 now with under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. With the ball now, this boy Murray to Lumpkin. The turn shot off the rim. Rebound taken off by Shelby. Shelby at defensive line. Back down the sideline. Underneath and walk. Shelby called for traveling, and I think he's going to go out of there. And in his place for Royerton will come number 14, Chuck Taylor. There's a bounce in the corner to Marlotte. Marlotte back out to Murray for the shot. Way off the mark. Rebound and a foul on Shelby. Don Shelby picks up the personal foul, his 2nd, and now Chuck Taylor comes in for Don Shelby. Shelby's made more offensive errors tonight than we've seen him in many of the previous games we've seen him work. At the free throw line now, Stratton missed the shot, rebound by Dixon. Dixon across to Carter. Carter cuts back to the lane in the corner to Holler. Holler doesn't shoot to Dixon, the shot, no good. Rebound by Lumpkin. Lumpkin of Hagerstown fights it out up to Murray. Murray left-hand side of the center circle, still dribbling. Now off to Marlotte. Marlotte to Lumpkin, and he walks. Another offensive error committed by Hagerstown. That's 4 in the second quarter for the Tigers. 31-22. Royerton by 9 points, and Chuck Taylor moves it for Royerton. Right side to Story. Story holds. Bounce pass to Holler, working the pivot. Holler's under and hits. Holler's got 18 points. 19. Here in the first half of play, and it's 33-22 now. The Redbirds by 11. With the ball is Marlotte. Marlotte in the lane. Back it goes behind the key to Davis. Davis holds. Pulls off now to Stratton. Stratton back to Davis. Across to Murray. Murray into Marlotte. It's stolen away by Dixon. Dixon up to Carter. Long pass to Taylor. He's under for the shot. Good. 35-22. Owen, have you noticed that Myron Dickerson has a couple of second stringers in there while the Hagerstown second stringers go out of there? And Hagerstown just threw the ball out of bounds again for another offensive error, and Forrest will come back in the ball game for Marlotte. The score is 35-22. And now number 35 coming in, Hubert Lake, the 5'10 junior. So Hagerstown has emptied its bench here with 2:33 to go in the first half of play. Taylor will pass to Carter. Carter back to Taylor. Taylor left side of the center circle. He went back and forth across the center line. And so the ball is back to Hagerstown. Numerous offensive errors here in the second quarter. Balls to Lake. Lake to Lumpkin. Jump shot to Lumpkin's no good. Rebound is tapped around. Saved by Dixon. Dixon to Holler. Up to Taylor. Taylor on the break. 3-on-3. Taylor all the way for the jump shot. Charging on Taylor. Missed the shot. Charging on Taylor. First foul on Chuck Taylor. It was after he threw the ball, so a free throw will be awarded to the Hagerstown Tigers. And I think Dick Murray is going to do the shooting. Number 25, a 5'9" junior for the Tigers at the line. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the first half of play. 35-22. The Redbirds by 13. And they've done all this with George Shaver, a big pivot man on the bench. Free throw by Murray. Good. In fact, he hasn't played the whole second quarter. He went out with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter with 3 fouls. Murray gets another free throw. 35-23. The Redbirds by 12. Murray's next one is up and good. It's 35-24 now. The Birds by 11. Full-court press employed by Hagerstown. Carter up to Dixon. Dixon starting to the midline to Carter. Carter to the free throw line. Stop, jump, shoot, and misses. Rebound by Holler. Up, out of bounds. Deflected by a Tiger. Now we have number 51 in the ball game for Hagerstown, Jim Brown, 6'2" junior. Story has it for Royerton, up to Carter. Carter across the Holler. He's on the screen. Missed it. Rebound up by Story is no good. And this time Forrest throws it out of bounds. Royerton gets it again. They lead by 11, 35-24. Jim Holler will pass in for the Redbirds. He has 19 points in the first half. And his Story out to Carter. Carter back to Story. Story to Holler. Turn shot. It's no good. Rebound up by Taylor. No good. Dixon up. No good. Dixon up again and good. 4 shots. Dixon hits the fourth one. 37-24. The Birds by 13. In the backcourt is Murray. Murray for Hagerstown. Lost it. Recovered it. Now dribbles back to his right side. Goes to Lakes for a turn shot. Good. Hubert Lakes hits on a turn shot. It's 37-26. Royerton by 11. Dixon to Taylor. Taylor cuts back to the center. Over to Dixon. Dixon on the point. Drives to the free throw line. Over to Carter. Carter holds. Back in the backcourt to Taylor. Taylor right back to Carter. Carter dribbles through the alley for the jump shot. And no good. Rebound to Dixon up. Good. These Royerton boys are all over that offensive board. 39-26. They lead by 13 again. A minute remaining in the first half. Stolen at midcourt, but now recovered again by Davis. Davis up to Brown. Brown at the end line. Dribbles up with the shot. Missed it. Rebound taken off by Carter. Carter for Royerton with 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Long bullet pass up to Taylor. Taylor will dribble back to the center line now. Over to Carter. Carter in the pivot to Holler. Holler on the weak side guard. Taylor missed the shot. Got his own rebound. Fires again and he's fouled. Foul called on Davis. Davis gets his first foul. And up the free throw line will be Chuck Taylor for the Redbirds of Royerton with 2 shots. 2 for Taylor. Royerton 39. Hagerstown 26. Shot good. 40-26. And the Redbirds have blown it wide open here in the second quarter. They led by 5 at first quarter. It's connection. 41-26. The Redbirds own their largest lead of 15. Dick Murray up defensive court for Hagerstown. He's pressed and fouled by Taylor. Chuck Taylor gets his second foul. At the free throw line is Dick Murray with 37 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Also for Dick Murray with 1 and 1. He's up with the first shot, and no good. Dixon went way up to get it. Dixon to Taylor. Taylor through the defensive foul line. Cuts up across the center circle to Bill Story. Story into Dixon. Dixon on a turn shot. It's deflected. Rebound to Taylor. Taylor comes back and missed it. Rebound tap this time to Dixon. He got it. That's about 3 straight rebounds for Ted Dixon. Up and in. 43-26. The Redbirds by 17, and Dixon fouls on a down-court play. Dixon called for his second foul. He's really taken up the slack. Shaver was out. Holler has slacked off, and now Dixon has picked up 10 points. Holler 19, Dixon 10, and Shaver will check at Carter 9. Free throws no good by Forrest. Rebound to Holler. Holler to Carter. Carter with 10 seconds. Free throw line off to Dixon. Dixon to Story. Story lost it to Forrest. Forrest of Hagerstown with 3 seconds. To Davis, a long shot. No good, and that's the end of the first half of play. The first half is ended. The score 43 for Royerton, 26 for Hagerstown. Halftime of the Royerton-Hagerstown game. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see what statistics tell for us. And what about that rebounding?
Well, Maury, it's been a tremendous show for the Redbirds in this first half. In the first quarter, They had a 16-9 edge in the rebounding, with Shaver and Dixon doing a real good job on the boards, and Holler doing a good job on the offensive board too, but there weren't many offensive rebounds for the Redbirds, as Holler at that time had 6 of 8 from the field. In that second quarter, however, with Shaver out, Hatfield was in for a few moments, then he picked up 2 fouls. He went out, and Bill Story came in, and Ted Dixon took over then to lead the Redbirds in that second quarter to a big 21-3 margin in the rebound story. At halftime then, it's Royerton 37-12 for Hagerstown, and that is the difference in your ball game right there. 4 errors for Royerton the first quarter, 2 on Hagerstown. The second quarter, 4 on Royerton again, and 6 on Hagerstown. So we have 8 errors, 8 offensive errors on each ball club in the first half. And that really is not too bad, in that Hagerstown is playing a very, very aggressive defense against the Redbirds. And this accounts, too, for a great deal of the foul difficulty they have encountered in this first half. For example, Mark Marlett, the starting forward, has 2 fouls, and Randy Gwynn, the starting forward, has 3 fouls. Roger Lumpkin, their center, has 2 fouls. Marvin Cole, the starting guard, has 2 fouls. Dave Davis, the other starting guard, has 1 foul, and 1 reserve. Gail Forrest picked up 3 fouls. So there were 13 fouls called on Hagerstown in the first half, and 11 on Royerton. For Royerton, Ted Dixon has a couple. Shaver has 3. Hatfield, in relief of Shaver, picked up 2 fouls in about 3 minutes. Don Shelby has a couple fouls, and Chuck Taylor has a couple fouls. So we have 11 on Royerton here at halftime. Now, if you have a great deal of difficulty in hearing me this evening, it's because we have about 190 musicians on the floor right now under the direction of band director Dick Jollop. The senior high school band is out here. The junior high school band is out here. The 6th grade band is out here. And the 5th grade band is out here. So we have 4 different bands in a real musical exhibition by the Royerton Music Department because this is their last home game of the season. Hagerstown began this ball game with a 2-1-2 zone, a half-court zone, and stayed in it for a few moments, but immediately Jim Holler began hitting from the outside, and they very quickly, with 5.5 minutes to go, went into a 1-3-1 zone press. This did not work either, as Holler continually shifted behind that zone and gave the Tigers a great deal of difficulty. They then went back to their regular 2-1-2 zone, and then spasmodically throughout the remainder of the first half changed from the press to the 2-1-2, back to the press, back to the 2-1-2, in an attempt to confuse the Royerton Redbirds. However, it seemed to backfire as Royerton got stronger and stronger and stronger as the first half went on, and Hagerstown became more and more disorganized. In the first quarter, with 4:09 remaining on the clock, the score was 11-4, Royerton by 7, and Jim Holler had 8 points. With 40 seconds to go, it was 15-6, and 40 seconds to go, it was 17-10, and George Shaver picked up his 3rd personal foul. The quarter ended then with Hagerstown picking up another basket to make the score 17-12, Royerton on top by 5. In the second quarter, Hagerstown came back, and as we said, changed from the press to regular zone, back to press, back to regular zone, and cut the lead of the Redbirds to just 4 points at 24-20 with 5:06 to go. Then Royerton spurted on a spearheaded attack by John Carter and Ted Dixon to move out to a 35-22 lead as they scored 11 points to just 2 for Hagerstown. They held a lead of 41-26 just before the half and stretched it out to 43-26, a big 17-point margin here at halftime. As we said, Royerton completely dominating both bank boards, and seldom, if ever, is Hagerstown getting that second shot. In number of shots attempted from the field, Royerton got 41 and connected on 14 for a 36%. Not as hot as it might have seemed, however, on many occasions, they got the second, third, and fourth, and maybe the fifth shot, and put that ball back in the basket before they lost control of it. And this decreases your shooting percentage, but does not decrease your effectiveness at all, as they kept scoring on practically every attempt down the floor. Hagerstown attempted 31 shots, 10 less than did Royerton, and hit on 9 for a 29%, which is rather cool in high school standards. From the free throw line, Hagerstown again was rather cool, a 5 of 15 for 52%, while Royerton was getting 15 of 21 free throws for 73%, and listen to this, Jim Holler only hit 2 of 7. He missed 5 of the 6 free throws missed by the Redbirds in that first half. In the first quarter, Holler had 13 points as he really spearheaded the Redbirds. Carter had 3 and Shaver had 1. In the second quarter, Holler picked up 6, Carter picked up 6, Shaver didn't score, he didn't play. Taylor picked up 4 points, and Ted Dixon came through with a big 10 points, and he picked up the slack both rebounding-wise and defensively. For Hagerstown, Marlatt had 4 points the first half, the first quarter. Gwynn had 4, Lumpkin had 2, Cole 1, and Davis 1. In the second quarter, no Hagerstown ball player scored more than 2 points. As Lakes got 2, Marlatt got 2, Gwynn got 2, Cole got 2, Davis got 2, Forrest got 2, and Murray got 2. So they had tremendous balance in that second quarter. However, the balance was set at 2 points. In the first quarter, Royerton was 7 of 19 from the field for 38%, while Hagerstown was 4 of 16 for 25%. In the second quarter, Royerton was 7 of 22 for 32%. They cooled off some, and Hagerstown was 5 of 15 for 33% as they began to warm up slightly. Individual scoring now, first half totals for Hagerstown. Mark Marlatt had 2 field goals and 2 free throws for 6 points. Randy Gwynn, who's been averaging 18 points per game, got 3 field goals for 6 points. Roger Lumpkin, the big 6'3" junior center, got a field goal for 2 points. Marvin Cole, averaging 15.4 points per game, got just 3 free throws in that first half. Dave Davis got a field goal and a free throw for 3 points. Dick Murray, 2 free throws for 2 points. Dale Forrest, a field goal for 2. Hubert Lakes, a field goal for 2. Bill Stratton didn't score, and Jim Brown didn't score. For Royerton, Jim Holler got 8 field goals in 14 attempts and 3 free throws in 8 attempts for 19 points, as the big boy really had a fine first quarter. Ted Dixon, 3 field goals and 4 free throws for 10 points, all scored in the second quarter. George Shaver, playing just over 7 minutes, scored 1 free throw, and he is the team's leading scorer for the year. John Carter, who continually impresses us with his 5-4 play, his great shooting eye, and his tremendous free throw shooting, picked up 2 field goals, 5 free throws for 9 points, and he was very instrumental in that second quarter drive. Bill Story didn't score, Bruce Hatfield didn't score, and Chuck Taylor got a field goal and 2 free throws for 4 points. We would like to go over, if we may, the Mississinewa Valley Conference standings as of right now. Information that Myron Dickerson gave us prior to the ball game. Royerton is in first place, and unless I am sadly mistaken, if they win this ball game, they will clinch the Valley Conference title for one of the several times that it has happened to Coach Myron Dickerson. He won it in 1959-50-60 with a record of 5-0. He won it again in 60-61 with a record of 4-0. In 61-62, they were co-champs with a record of 4-1. Last year, they were 2-4 for his only poor conference record. This year, 4-0. They have no more conference games scheduled. This is their last one. If they should win, they again will be conference champions. Winchester is second with 3-1. Highland is 1-1. Mississinawa 1-2. Portland 1-2, and Hagerstown 0-3. Royerton also has the best team defensive average, allowing less than 59 points per game in conference play. They are down fairly low in the offensive average, but their defense is carrying them, plus their tremendous scoring balance. The scoring leader is a boy that we saw play against Southside earlier in the year, Bill Watson from Mississinawa. He's averaging almost 28 points per game in the conference. George Shaver is fourth with 74 points in 4 games, an average of 18.5. And you can see what his 1 point here in the first half, how badly it could have hurt the Royerton Redbirds. But with some inspired play from Jim Holler, Ted Dixon, and John Carter, plus a couple of reserves, mainly Chuck Taylor and Bill Story, the Redbirds were able to stretch that lead out in that second quarter. Jim Holler is averaging 13 points per game in the conference. Ted Dixon is averaging 12 points in the conference. In all games so far, as we said earlier, Royerton has 4 men who have scored better than 200 points. Holler has 255 for a 13.5 average, and he's picking up some on George Shaver, the team's leading scorer. Dixon had 209 for an average of 11. Shaver had 290 for an average of 15. Carter had 204 for an average of 11. Shelby had 105 for an average of 6. In his years here at Royerton, Coach Myron Dickerson has won 90 ball games and lost 26. In conference play, he is 19-5. Should the Redbirds win tonight, he will have won 80% of his conference ball games over a period of 5 years, a tremendous coaching record. You'll remember back in 1959 and 60 season, Royerton won 18, lost 8. They were counting as sectional runner-up in that particular year. In 60-61, when they had Ron Pease, Doug Piazza, and Jerry Pearson, was it, Maury? They went undefeated until the semifinals of the sectional. They were county champs that year. They were county champs in 61-62. They were runners-up to Selma this year. And I think, Maury, we're about ready for the second half tip-off. We'll come back to you for play-by-play, Maury Manning.
Certainly, Myron Dickerson has had some tremendous teams out here. In fact, with a couple of breaks going, he could have won the sectional one year, probably the regional, and wouldn't have done badly in the semi-state the year that he had the big 3 on the front line. Piazza, we understand, is at LSU, and Pearson, of course, at Miami of Ohio, and they had a real fine team that year. Tap is to Hagerstown, and Marlotte hits the basket as the second half begins. It's 43-28 now. The Redbirds by 15. They're back with their starting unit in there. Shaver has the ball on the pivot. Turning around, jumps it up, hit. Shaver gets his first bucket tonight, 45-28. He carries 3 fouls and a 17-point lead for Royerton. There's the ball deflected out of bounds off of Jim Holler, and it'll be Hagerstown's ball underneath, and Marlotte will throw in. 45-28, the Redbirds by 17. There's a shot by Cole from the corner. It's no good. Dixon again with the rebound. Up to Shelby. Shelby through the center circle for the Redbirds. Holds it. Passes off to Shaver on the line. Shaver works for position. Gets the shot. No good. Rebound is picked off there by Shaver. He shoots again. No good. And this time Marv Cole rifles the pass out to Gwynn. Gwynn to Marlotte. He's fouled. Marlotte is fouled by John Hunter. Hunter gets his first foul. And at the free throw line will be Mark Marlotte, a senior, 6 foot. All set for the charity tosses now by Mark Marlott. The first one no good. You're tuned to WLBC Radio, 1340 in Muncie, Indiana. The next one's no good. Rebound is tapped up. Again no good, this time by Lumpkin. Rebound off the Shaver. Shaver to Carter. Carter left side of the center circle. Cuts back to the right side of the court. Now he throws to Holler. Back to Carter. Carter on the weak side guard. Going around in a charging foul on John Carter. Carter gets his second foul. And Hagerstown will get possession. The Redbirds lead by 17, 45-28, with 6:57 remaining in the third quarter. Don't forget tomorrow night, 7:15, Wabash and Ball State from Crawfordsville. Jump shot to Lumpkin's good. 45-30, the Birds by 15 now. 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and Don Shelby dribbles up for Royerton across to Carter, back to Shelby. Shelby dribbles around the key to the circle to Dixon on the side to Shelby. Long shot off the rim. Rebound is tapped out of bounds by Holler, and Hagerstown will get it. Campbell, the official, throws into Forrest. Forrest gets it up to Gwynn. Back to Forrest, and Forrest uncorks the long jump shot to make it 45-32. Here's it Davis. Davis hit it. Shelby on the side, back to Dixon, 45-32 now. Hagerstown was in 13. The Redbirds did lead by 17. Don Shelby, left side to Carter, stolen by Davis, and a foul called on John Carter. That's 3 on Carter, so now 2 the Royerton starters. John Carter and George Shaver have 3. Royerton's lead is dwindled to 13, and it could be 12 here with Dave Davis at the free throw line with 1. We still have a lot of time left. 14 minutes to go in the ball game. Free throw's no good. Shaver drops back to Carter. Carter up defensive court for the Redbirds. Left hand side of the center circle. Stops on the back court. Looking around for the pass receiver. Almost threw it away, and a foul called. Personal foul is whistled against a Hagerstown man down there. I think it's Miles Cole. Miles Cole gets his third foul. And while the substitution Gore Forrest will come in, he's 6-6. They'd have a much better scoring opportunity. There's a long shot, no good. Rebound taken off for Gwynn. Gwynn along the inline, missed the layup. Rebound tapped up, and this time controlled by Davis in the backcourt. Davis flips over to Gwynn. Gwynn holds from the outside, right side to Davis. Davis sets on a 35-footer and missed it. In and out. Rebound to Shaver. Shaver to Shelby. Shelby in defensive court. Up in the corner to Holler. Holler to the alley. Shot. Jump. And 3-second violation called on Shaver. Offensive error for the Redbirds as Shaver was in the lane too long. So Hagerstown gets it back. This ball game's a long shot from being over. Davis back to Gwynn. Gwynn in the corner to Forrest. Forrest drives the baseline and throws it and finished up by Dixon. Dixon is fouled. Personal foul called on Lumpkin. Roger Lumpkin got his third foul. And at the free throw line will be Ted Dixon of the Hagerstown Tigers, and Dixon will have 1. 5:20 remaining in the third quarter, 46-32. The Redbirds by 14 points. Dixon up the free throw line. He gets 1 step for it. Pushing the right-hand pusher and missed it. Rebound by Lumpkin. Lumpkin close to Marlott. Marlott to Gwynn. Gwynn across to Marlott. Marlott in the lane to Lumpkin. Turn shots off. Rebound is taken to Shelby. Shelby cuts out with a quick. Down the middle. Right side pass to Carter. Back to Dixon. Corner shot up to Shaver for the shot. It's no good. Dixon up no good. And this time Holler up no good. This time the rebound taken off by Gwynn. Gwynn fights across midcourt for Hagerstown. Underneath is Davis hitting. 46-34. Hagerstown back to within 12 now. The closest they have been here in the third quarter. Don Shelby over to John Carter. Carter to the circle. On the give to Holler across the Shaver. Shaver in the corner. Back on the backcourt to Shelby. Shelby cuts back in. Close to Dixon. Jump shot. But Ted Dixon's good. Dixon picks up point number 12. And it's 48-34 now. The Redbirds by 14. Randy Gwynn to Dave Davis. Missed the shot. Rebound high is Jim Holler. Holler through the defensive foul line and a foul called at midcourt on Mark Marlott. Marlott gets his third. I think about all the Hagerstown starters have got 3 personal fouls. All 5 of them are 5 boys. 5 Hagerstown players have 3 personal fouls. Don Shelby at the free throw line. He'll get 1 for the Redbirds. They lead by 14. A chance to make the 15, and he missed it. Rebound and a foul on Dixon. Dixon was reaching over, gets his third foul. And several of the Royerton boys also have three. I know Shaver, Carter, and Dixon all have three fouls. Three of them. So 8 boys in this ball game have 3 fouls right now. 48-34. Royerton top, and at the free throw line is Mark Marlock. The free throw good. 48-35. Royerton by 13. Shelby will pass it into Carter. He gets it right back to Shelby, and Shelby does the ball handling across the center court. With John Carter on the left side. On the point to Shaver. Shaver into the lane. Stops. Jump. Shoots. And hits it. Rolling around. Drop through. 50-35. The Birds by 15. Under 4 minutes now in the third quarter remaining. There's Green throwing it away. Carter intercepts for Royerton. At the defensive foul circle across midcourt. Stops on the outside of the key. Back behind the keyhole now to Shelby. He's driving. Lost the ball. Recovered it. And stepped out of bounds. Shelby lost the ball, recovered it, and stepped out of bounds. So it's Gwynn passing in for Hagerstown. Gwynn passing to Davis. Davis to the right side of the center circle. Back to Gwynn. Back to Davis. Davis on the right side to Forrest. Forrest in the corner to Davis. He throws deep in the backcourt now to Gwynn. Gwynn breaks it out to the middle. In the left corner to Davis. He tries a long shot. No good. Rebound to Shelby. Shelby quickly, 4-on-2, in the corner to Carter, tied up, over to Dixon. He jumps it and gets it. Foul after the basket. A foul on Marlock, his 4th one. The shot by Dixon is good. That gives him 14 points. And Marlock gets his 4th foul. He fouls Jim Holler away from play. And Holler will be at the free throw line with 1 shot also. 52-35. The Redbirds back to 17. Free throws up. It's good. 53-35 now. And Holler, I think, has gotten 20 points. He got 13 in the first quarter. Ball's into Gwynn for a long shot. High off the rim. Rebound tapped around and taken off by Marlock, but it hits the back of the backboard. So they'll give it out of bounds to the Redbirds. Substitution now coming in. Dick Murray is coming to the ball game for the Hagerstown Tigers. Murray is in for Hagerstown. And Shelby will maneuver the ball across midcourt for the Royerton Redbirds. Dribbling in the backcourt to Shaver. Shaver in the pivot to Dixon. Dixon on the double pivot. Missed it. Rebound out of bounds to Hagerstown. Holler tapped it last, so the Tigers get it. Dave Davis up to the center circle. Turn shot is good by Lumpkin. Roger Lumpkin turning around on the line to make it 53-37 now. Royerton by 16. Shelby in the backcourt. Bounce pass to Carter. Carter's fouled by Murray. Dick Murray of Hagerstown gets his 1st foul, and John Carter will be at the line 1-1. He's 6 for 6 from the Cherry shot so far. Carter is 6 for 6 from the line. Let's see if he can get number 7 in succession. He does. He shoots a nice free throw. 7 in a row, 54-37, and Carter now has 11 points tonight. 3 men in double figures for the Redbirds. He hits his 8th straight free throw. And it's 55-37. The Redbirds open up the largest gap. It's 55-37, 18-point lead. Davis in the corner to Forrest. Forrest holds. Cross-court pass to Gwynn. No good on the shot. Rebound by Dixon. Dixon out of difficulty with Shelby. Shelby left side of the center circle into offensive court. Drive in. It's up and no good. Rebound by Shaver. He's fouled. Shaver's fouled by Gwynn. I think that's 4 on Randy Gwynn. So Hagerstown has 2 of their starting 5 with 4 personal fouls and 3 other boys with 3 personal fouls. So Hagerstown calls timeout. There's a timeout on the playing court with Royerton, Indiana. We have 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the score, 55 for Royerton, 37 for Hagerstown. WLBC 1340 in Muncie, Indiana. From Royerton High School, it's George Shaver at the free throw line for the Redbirds with 2 shots, and Royerton leads Hagerstown by 18. Free throw for Shaver's up. He missed it off the front lip of the rim. Shaver will get number 2. He's only got, about 3 points tonight on? 5 points. The next one's good. And it's 6 points for Shaver. 56-37. The Redbirds by 19. And it seems right now that they're tucking this Mississippi Valley Conference game away. There's a shot good by Hubert Lake from the outside for Hagerstown. And that makes it 56-39. Royerton by 17. Full court press as Dixon brings it up the middle. Over to Holler. Holler fakes, jump, shoots, and hits. Jim Holler picked up 22 points so far here in the third quarter. And it's 58-39 now. The Birds by 19 again. There's Lake to Lumpkin. He hits a turn shot. Roger Lumpkin hits on a turn shot at 58-41. The Redbirds by 17. A minute 40 remaining in the third quarter. And on the play up court, Shelby threw to Holler, deflected out of bounds. That's Hagerstown's ball. Offensive error for the Redbirds. Dick Murray over to Dave Davis. In the corner to Gale Forrest. Back out to Davis. Davis to the right of the key. To Lumpkin, to Forrest. The shot. In and out. Rebound taken off to Holler. 2-on-1 for Royerton. Holler to Shelby. Back to Holler. The layup. Good. Nice pass work. Holler got the bucket. 24 for Jim Holler. And it's 60-41. A 19-point lead for the Royerton Redbirds. Forrest in the corner. Out in the backcourt to Murray. Long shot by Davis. No good. Rebound by Murray. He fires. Hit. 60-43 now. Royerton by 17. Exactly 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Holler looking for a pass receiver in the Carter. Carter in defensive court. Up across the midline. In the corner now. Drives back along the sideline and goes to Dixon. Dixon in the pick it to Shaver. Shaver a jump shot. Good. George Shaver now has 8 points. And it's 62-43. Royerton by the 19. 40 seconds remaining. Dixon stole the ball but traveled. Dixon stole the basketball at midcourt, but took an extra step in getting away out of the gate and traveled. So Hagerstown gets it back. Murray passes to Davis. Davis on the right side pass to Forrest. Underneath to Hubert Lake. Lake's a turn shot. Dixon stopped it back in him, and it's taken off by Carter. Carter a load on defense. Up to Dixon on offense. The shot in and out. Rebound to Murray. Murray with 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter is up across the midcourt line for Hagerstown. To Forrest. Forrest into Lumpkin. Lumpkin in difficulty. Collapsing defense, and he hits. Lumpkin come through really well here. In fact, I'm surprised he isn't working more earlier in the ball game. 62. I mean, they didn't work him more earlier in the ball game. That doesn't sound very good. There's a long shot by Shelby. No good. And that's the gun. Ending the third quarter. And the score 62 for the Redbirds. 45 for Hagerstown. About set for the fourth and final quarter of play here at Royerton. The score is 62 for the Royerton Redbirds and 45 for the Hagerstown Tigers. And up to now, and we caution you to remember we just said up to now, it's been all Royerton. They led that first quarter 17-12, at halftime 43-26. And here third quarter they maintained the 17-point lead they held at halftime and lead 62-45. And unless Hagerstown really makes a turnabout face here, and Royerton loses a lot of the finesse it's had, looks like Royerton might bag itself the Stonewall Valley Conference Championship. And as we said that, they got the tip, and Ted Dixon pulled half the length of the court out of bounds, and Hagerstown brings it back. Murray over to Davis. Davis to Murray. Long shot. Bumpers up. Good. Murray hits from 30 feet. Now that's the sort of thing that Myron Dickerson does not want to happen. 62-47, Royerton by 15. Dixon has it stolen. Davis, the layup. It's good. 62-49, and the lead's been cut to 13. Royerton by 13. Carter to Shelby, and a foul called on Davis. Dave Davis picks up his personal foul. That's the second foul on Davis. And that's the free throw line to John Carter. So 1 quarter is a lot of time for a team to succeed or not succeed. And Carter shoots the free throw good. That's 9 in a row for John. He'll try number 10. Carter so far in the ball game tonight has 13, and 9 of them from the free throw line. Not 10 as he gets his 14th point. 10 for 10 from the line. He can't foul that boy. 64-49. The Redbirds by 15. On the outside now for a jump shot is Davis. Good for Hagerstown. Maybe a top fire here. 64-51, a 13-point lead now for Royerton. With the ball is Carter. Carter back to Holler. Up to Carter. Carter on the right side. In the corner to Holler. In the pivot to Dixon, and a foul called on Cole. Marvin Cole gets his 4th foul. And now back in the ball game comes Randy Gwynn. And out of the ball game comes Hubert Lake. And that's 5 fouls according to the official statistics on Marvin Cole. So he goes out. I don't think he scored much tonight. According to our recollection of point totals, he got 3 points to the ball game before fouling out. Ted Dixon will try 1-and-1. Well, as we said tonight, Bob Heater and Ken Seaver were out scouting the Redbirds on the Tigers here tonight. We just saw them run out of third quarter to beat the traffic, and you fellas may have left a little early and not see the winding finish here. Might be a dandy. At the free throw line, Ted Dixon. Ted set for the 1-and-1. Got it. 65-51. Birds by 14. 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Speaking of Bob Heater, we'll have the Southside Ben Davis game Saturday night live on WLBC. The next one by Dixon's good. 66-51. And Dixon has a total of 16 points now. Holler 24, Dixon 16, and Carter 14. A shot by Green is no good. Rebound is taken off of Dixon. Dixon to Carter, 2-on-1. That's Holler, wide open, layup, there. 26 for Jim Holler. Great ball game tonight, 68-51. The Birds by 17 again. In the corner is Hubert Lake for the shot. He missed it. Holler the rebound. Long pass, intercepted. Intercepted by Murray. He comes back with it for Hagerstown. Over to Davis. Davis in the corner to Glenn. Glenn whirls around. Bounce pass back out to Davis. Davis across to Murray. Murray takes the pick. Left side shot. Off the rebound. Tapped around. Taken off by Lumpkin. No good. This time Lumpkin lost it to Shaver. Shaver up defensive court to Carter. Carter on the far side. Across midcourt. In the corner to Dixon. Dixon out of difficulty. Jump shot pass over to Holler. A free for Holler. He got 28 points on that shot. 70-51, Royerton by 19 as they continue to gun him. Those Lumpkin a shot no good. Rebound by Holler. Deflected out of bounds. Royerton gets it. Lumpkin tapped it out. Shelby will pass in for the Redbirds into Carter. Carter in defensive court. Full court press employed by Hagerstown as Carter tries to bring it across. He gets it up across the dividing line at midcourt. Slides to the top. Goes back in the backcourt to Shelby. It's deflected by Murray out of bounds, so Royerton gets it. 5-4-9 remaining in the ball game. Marlock will come back in the ball game for Hagerstown, and out of the game will go Hubert Lake. Jim Holler will pass in for Royerton. Into Shelby. Shelby on the side. Back out to the backcourt now. Stop. Over to Shaver. Shaver at the circle. Into Dixon. Dixon fouled by Marlock. Marlock came into play 5 seconds and he fouls out. Nope, that must have been where that foul was going. No, that's 5 fouls. 5 fouls on Marlock, so that didn't help much. He fouls out of the ball game. We'll get a point total on Marlock. 9 points for Mark Marlock. He fouls out, and Ferris comes in. That's 2 Hagerstown Tigers to foul out here early in the fourth quarter, and Dixon will have 1-and-1. 5:42 running in the ball game. Dixon set with number 1, got it. 71-51. Royerton by 20. And I think that's their largest lead of the ball game. They've led by 19 on several occasions. The next one, no good. Rebound taken off for Davis. Davis in defensive court, crosses the center line, through the free throw lane, stops, passes back to Murray. He loops the long one, in and out. Rebound by Holler. Holler out to Shelby. Shelby left side of the circle. In the corner to Carter. Back to Dixon. Layup. No good. Rebound tapped up by Shelby. By Shaver. No good. Again no good. Dixon up. Good. Look at that rebounding. And Dixon has 19 points now. 73-51. Royerton by 22. In the corner to Gwynn. Jump shot. It's good. Randy Gwynn hit. But I think it's going to be too late as Royerton has opened up a 20-point gap here. 5 minutes to go. Carter in defensive court, taking the picks and getting across the middle to Shaver. Shaver driving, lays it up. No good. Out of bounds, Royerton. Timeout called. Timeout called by Hagerstown on the court with 4:53 remaining in the ball game. The score, 73 for the Royerton Redbirds and 53 for the Hagerstown Tigers. 73-53. The Redbirds by 20 with only 4:53 to go. Here's Owen Limner.
Well, Maury, as we were talking here during this timeout, it's amazing that Royerton has built up this 20-point lead because this certainly is not a bad Hagerstown ball club. They are having difficulty hitting that basket tonight. They got behind early in the game due to some fine outside shooting on the part of Jim Holler and have never recovered. but they don't make too many errors. They handle their ball pretty well. They're aggressive, and if they get hot, you can understand how they would cause somebody a great deal of difficulty.
All right, plays back in. It's into Dixon. Dixon lost it. Murray recovers and throws to Lumpkin. Lumpkin up across the middle now, passing to Murray. Murray through the center circle. Bounce pass to Davis. Davis has the ball full of Carter in midcourt. Carter lost it back to Murray, though. Over to Davis. Davis, 30-foot jump shot. It's good. 73-55. The Redbirds by 18. Hagerstown playing good ball, but they're too far behind. Murray fouls Carter. That's the wrong guy to foul. He's got 10 in a row from the free throw line. Owen says, I'm putting the jinx on. I don't know. The way this guy shoots, I'm not even afraid to say it because I've been saying all night that he hasn't missed one. And now that I've made that comment, I imagine that moment will arrive. Well, he missed it. Rebound by Shaver. I'm sorry, John. Back to Carter. Carter at the free throw line. Over to Shelby. Shelby drives the end line. In the corner. Back to Shaver. Shaver lost it. Recovered it. The Dixon, the shot. No good. Rebound by Lumpkin. Well, Carter hit his first 10 and missed his 11th free throw. But still has played a great game tonight. Underneath there's Lumpkin missing the shot. Rebound by Shaver. Goes off to Carter. Carter through the 50 foot. Up now to Shelby. Shelby left side of the center circle of the backcourt. Passing to Holler. Holler in. Lost the ball. And a foul on Holler. Holler trying to grab the ball back was called for a holding foul. His first of the game. And Jim Holler has 28 points tonight in a fine offensive show. Getting 13 in the first quarter. Holler in the second quarter was held to just 6 points. In the third quarter, he had only 5 points. And so far, he has 4 points here in the fourth quarter. The first one was missed by Hagerstown. Rebound by Dixon, who's been a real player on these backboards tonight, along with Shaver. But Dixon's done a good job all the way. Dixon has it on the side at midcourt. Whirls around, goes into Carter. Carter at the line. He's open. Jumps it up. Missed the layup. Rebound, but Dixon is up and good. And Dixon continuing with the real versatile rebounding, getting 21 points now. 75-55. Royerton by 20. Pass under to Gwynn. He got it. Randy Gwynn gets the shot to make it 75-57. 3-3-3 remaining as Royerton leads in the ballgame. Holler throws it away on the inbound play. Getting it is Gwynn. Gwynn on the baseline shot. Missed it. Rebound up by Forrest. Too far under. Missed it. Rebound back to Gwynn. Gwynn in the corner to Davis. Davis pumps it up. Missed it. Rebound up by Lumpkin. He missed it. Rebound by Forrest. He missed it. And a foul on Holler. Second foul on Jim Holler. And timeout is being called by the Royerton Redbirds now. So another timeout on the court. 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. The score 75 Royerton and 57 is for Hagerstown. WLBC 1340 in Muncie, Indiana. This is Larry Mannings along with Owen Limma from Royerton High School with the Royerton Hagerstown game. Reminding you we'll drive to Crawfordsville, Indiana tomorrow afternoon to bring back to Muncie tomorrow night at 7:15, Ball State and Wabash. And the way this Cardinal team has been playing, don't miss it. Drive down if you get a chance, but if you can't, we'll sure have it on WLBC live and direct. All set for the free throw line. Shot by Forrest. He gets a couple. First one's no good. 75-57. The Redbirds by the Big 18. Another one up. It's good. 17's the lead now. 75-58. Hagerstown will press all the way now. Will probably have a lot of fouls. Holler, a long pass to Carter. It's out of bounds. Hagerstown gets it back. Well, I imagine conceivably Hagerstown still in the ball game, but trailing by 17 with only 3 minutes. That'll be tough. The ball never did hit inbound, so Hagerstown will take it back underneath their own goal. And throwing in will be Forrest. There's the play. The cutting pass out to Glenn, to Davis, over to Murray. Murray to Forrest. Forrest back out to Davis, and the pivot to Lumpkin. Lumpkin, a fall away, hits it. He's been real tough on that shot this second half. The basket was up, and a foul called away from play on Holler. And that's 3 on Jim Holler in about 3 minutes. 75-60. Hagerstown is back to within 15. And Forrest has a chance for a run and bonus. Missed it. Rebound by Holler. Holler to Taylor, who's in there. Chuck Taylor in for Don Shelby. Taylor to Shaver. Corner shot. It's no good. Rebound is tapped up by Dixon. No good. Shaver no good. Again no good. Shaver gets it again. And this time he lost it to Davis. Davis of Hagerstown through the defensive foot. Right up the center. Stops at the line. Over to Forrest. Drives the end line. Missed the layup. Rebound by Dixon. Dixon off to Taylor. Taylor left side of the center circle. Stop. Jump. Passes to Shaver. He's fouled. Shaver is fouled by Murray. Murray picks up the personal foul, and George Shaver's at the free throw line. And Shaver will get 1-1. Well, a real noisy crowd tonight. That shows a lot of enthusiasm. At the free throw line is George Shaver. Has 8. Nice got 9. If he hits this next free throw, 4 of the 5 Royerton starters will be in double figures. Holler has 28, Dixon 21, Carter 14, and Shaver 10 as he hits the free throw. 77-60, the Bulls by 17. Davis pass into Murray. Murray right side of the circle, off to the key, long shot, hit. Dick Murray hits from 30. 77-62, Royerton by 15. Chuck Taylor on the inbound play is fouled by Dick Murray. Taylor is fouled by Murray, and that's 4. 2 Hagerstown boys are fouled out. A couple of more are in difficulty with 4 personal fouls. But I think all of that insignificant factuality at this time, with Royerton leading by 15 and only 2-2 remaining. Taylor 1-1. First one, no good. Rebound taken off by Shaver. He's up. He's fouled. Foul on Lumpkin. Now they give it to Jim Brown. That name doesn't mean much in basketball, but change it to football and it means a whole lot. Jim Brown in the ball game for Hagerstown. Fouled George Shaver. He got 2, the first of which is good. Shaver has 11 points now, and I think 10 of them have come about during the second. Got only 1 the first half, played only the first quarter, and got 3 fouls. At the next one, he's got 12. 79-62, 17-point lead for the Redbirds. Murray up across to Davis. Davis loops the pass out of Brown. Brown bounce pass to Lumpkin. Missed it. Rebound taken off by Taylor. Taylor slows it down for the Redbirds with 2 minutes remaining. Left side pass to Holler. Holler in the backcourt to Carter. Carter hits the pass now to Dixon. He jumps the pass back to Holler. Jump shot. Is no good. Shaver up, no good. Again, no good. And this time Brown took it off. Brown for Hagerstown. Flips to Davis. Davis quickly in offensive court. In the corner. Jump shot way off. Rebound to Dixon. Long pass up to Carter. And a foul on Carter. Carter trying to set up the block was caught and picked up his 4th foul. I think there's no doubt tonight Ted Dixon has the most rebounds in this ball game. We're not keeping individual rebounds, but he's way out in front. He's got a lot of them, and on numerous times tapped them in for buckets. 20 rebounds, probably. At the free throw line is Dick Murray with 1-1 for Hagerstown. Number 1 is up. Good. 79-63. Hagerstown to the rear by 16. Got another one coming up by Dick Murray. Up, no good. Rebound by Taylor. And I think traveling on the rebound. Traveling on Chuck Taylor. That was an interesting call. Underneath is Hagerstown's ball. Brown the pass in. Back in the backcourt to Williams. Corner to Murray. The shot. Good. Dixon did some nice outside shooting recently. 79-65. Hagerstown within 14. Jim Holler up across midcourt to Royerton. On the right side, stopping, still dribbling now. And finally his shove. Shoving foul on Dave Davis. And Davis has 3 fouls. Going to have a pretty good total of personal fouls at the end of this ball game. He had 24 the first half. And I'm just sure we've almost equaled that total the second half, if not exceeded it. Jim Holler's free throw good. He's got 29 now. We've had 23 this half, so that's a total of 47. 3 more in the half 50, and I'd bet my boots we get them. Jim Holler's next free throw hits, and he's got 30 points and a great offensive spurt tonight. 81-65, Royerton by 16. Dick Murray into Roger Lumpkin, back to Dave Davis. Hit. Davis makes it 81-67. Royerton by 14. Holler passes into Taylor. Taylor crosses midcourt, throw to Carter. Carter underneath. And he's fouled. John Carter is fouled by Jim Brown. There's 48 fouls in the ball game, and the second one on Brown. Now Bruce Hatfield comes in for the Redbirds. Out goes Ted Dixon. George Shaver goes out, and Bill Story comes in. Shaver picked up 12 points, 11 the second half. Dixon, a tremendous rebounding job, got 21 points, and most of them came, well, he got 10 the first half, 11 the second half. Carter, is that free throw good, Owen? He missed that one, so Carter 10 for 12 from the free throw line. He hit the last one, 11 for 13. Carter will now go out, and Carter has 15 points. And in for Carter in the lineup comes Mike Davis, number 13. All set for Hagerstown to come up the court now with a minute remaining. In the corner is Brown. Brown cutting along the end line. Chop, jump, shoots, and misses. Rebound to Bill Story. Story finds out. Over to Holler. Holler has 30 points in a tremendous game. Out to Taylor. Taylor to Holler. Still in there, and a foul called on Taylor. Taylor got his third, and that's our 49th in the ball game. And at the free throw line will be Randy Gwynn with 1 and 1. 82-67. And Gwynn will have 1 and 1. Still waiting for Holler to be lifted. He'll get a real nice ovation, I'm sure. But for the free throw, good. Randy Gwynn hits at 82-68. Hagerstown has played a real even second half, Owen. They've actually picked up 3 points, but they were so far down at halftime by 17, they never did really recover from that. And the second quarter did it. Next one, no good. Rebound taken off out of bounds. Give it to Royerton. Bill Story will pass in for the Redbirds with only 45 seconds to go into Taylor. Chuck Taylor up defensive court. Across the midline to Story on the outside, and he walks. Bill Story calls for traveling. 38 seconds remaining. 82-68. I think the closest Hagerstown has been this second half is 13 points. Jim Brown has shot, missed it. Rebound and a foul on Story, and that's 50 fouls. At the free throw line will be Randy Gwynn. Of course, you always expect these fouls at the end of the ball game when a team tries to make the score look a bit more respectable. And I think Hagerstown is doing that, certainly. Randy Gwynn will have 1 and 1. Chance to cut the margin to 12. Free throw up, no good. Rebound taken to Taylor. Taylor out of the circle. Up across the center circle now. Jump shot for Taylor's no good. Rebound is taken off by Gwynn. Gwynn a long pass to Davis. The pass back to Gwynn. Hit. Foul, and the basket counts. Personal foul on Mike Davis. Now Fisher will come in for Holler, and Holler should get a real great hand with 30 points tonight. 82-70. Hagerstown has come back to within 12. And Randy Gwynn will have a chance to make the margin 11. They were down by some 22 points to be the largest deficit they had tonight. And free throws up. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Royerton gets possession. 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Story to Davis. Back to Story. Story will do the dribbling up court now. On the side, he stops, pivots around, throws for a jump shot by Fisher. Good. Scott Fisher. Old Owen boy out there. Throwing it in. Owen Fisher, that is. 84-70. Royerton by 14. A long shot by Murray is no good. And the shot up by Lumpkin is good before the gun. Lumpkin hit the bucket just before the gun. So what makes the final score here at Royerton, Indiana? Final score 84. Redbirds of Royerton, 72. Tigers of Hagerstown. And this is Maury Manning's in Royerton, Indiana, where we've just seen the completion of the Royerton Hagerstown ball game, which was won by the Royerton Redbirds 84-72 over Hagerstown. Record-wise, that gives the Royerton Redbirds a record of 16 victories and 4 defeats. And in conference play, they are now 5-0 and take the championship of the Miss-Senegal Valley Conference. Hagerstown has a record of 11 victories and 8 defeats, and they have a real solid ball club that had a bad second quarter. In conference play, they have now won none. Now losing 4, picking up their 4th loss here at Royerton tonight. It was a good ball game, although after the second quarter, Royerton had opened up such a large lead, Hagerstown really never recovered from that. They did outscore Royerton in the second half by 5 points, but the Redbirds owned a 17-point halftime lead, 43-26. They maintained a 17-point lead at third quarter, 62-45, and when it was over, the Redbirds had won by 12, 84-72. A couple boys getting over 20 points. Holler got, I think, 30 and Dixon 21. And Owen will cover all that on the post-game show in just a few moments on WLBC. So that's the final score here from Royerton. 84 for the Redbirds, 72 for the Tigers, and we'll be back with post-game highlights in just a few moments. All set for the post-game show from Royerton. My name's Maury Marnies, and Royerton won it 84-72. So the Redbirds win the Miss Centerville Valley Championship again under Coach Myron Dickerson, and a real nice job they did tonight by defeating Hagerstown by 12 points. A game which really was won in the second quarter when Hagerstown was out-rebounded by the Redbirds 21-3. Shoulder was on the bench for Royerton the entire second quarter. Story and Hatfield alternated being in there for him. But Dixon and Holler and Carter, on some great rebounding and scoring, showed it up for the Redbirds in that second quarter, and they outscored Hagerstown by 12 big points. Before we hand the microphone over to Owen Lindner for final game statistics on the team shooting, free throws and field goals, general comments, statistics on rebounds and errors, and also individual scores and any other things that he picked up along the way, we'll tell you tomorrow night we'll be in Crawfordsville, Indiana, for the Ball State Wabash Middle Giant basketball game, airtime 7:15. Friday night we'll be in Alexandria, Indiana, for Rex Whittlefield's Bull Fowls in the Alexandria clash. We'll have that at 7:45 on WLBC Radio. Saturday night, Owen and John Longfellow will be in Indianapolis for the Ben Davis Southside Rebel game as Hooters Rebels try and win number 14 against 5 defeats. And I'll be with Coach Jim Hinga and the Ball State Cardinals along with Doug DeBoard for the delayed game Saturday night. The Ball State Cardinals on the DePaul Tigers as the Cardinals try and move up in the ICC, or at least hold their position with another victory, and of course try and win this remaining schedule they have. They're expected to win, but nevertheless, DePaul is always a tough game to play at DePaul. That'll be Saturday, but of course they're worried about Wabash right now tomorrow evening, and we'll have that ball game also. The Bliss Alexandria game and the Southside Ben Davis game both will be filmed, and they will be played back at 2 and 3 o'clock on Sunday, respectively, on Channel 49, WLBC TV in Muncie, Indiana. And we have one more week of regularly scheduled basketball on WLBC. They're all home games. As memory serves me, it's Bradford at Ball State. We have a Southside Madison Heights game. Bulls has a game to close out the season. Hartford City. And also Indiana State and Ball State. And that will wind up the regular season. But then, of course, we go to sectional tourney and regional and semi-state and state finals, all on WLBC 1340, giving you the best in basketball coverage for Muncie and surrounding area. Owen's all set with the final stats and commentary. So, Owen, what does it look like?
Well, Barry, as we've been seeing the whole ball game, it was the big Redbirds, tremendous on the boards tonight, doing a great job in that second quarter when they moved out to a 17-point lead after having been ahead by just 5 at the end of the first quarter, and it was done on the strength of some tremendous rebounding in that quarter, particularly by Ted Dixon, who also was carrying the ball club to a great extent in that quarter offensively as well. We had the Redbirds with 37 rebounds to 12 for Hagerstown in the first half, and in the second half, we got 39 for the Redbirds and 18 for the Tigers. So on the battle of the boards, it was Royerton 76-30, and here was the difference in the ballgame as far as we were concerned. As the Redbirds were a little shabby against the opposing defense at times, they were up against a pretty good pressing defense, but did not look real good through a portion of the ballgame. They did get a little ragged at times. However, we will say that this is the best we've seen the Redbirds look this year, as we saw them here against Highland earlier in the year, and then we saw them in their full ball game in the county tourney. We feel they were a better ball club tonight than at any time we had seen them earlier this year. It was a good thing that the Redbirds were getting that second, third, and fourth shots in that second half, because Hagerstown came back and really warmed up as they hit 21 of 49 shots for 43% in that second half, and only some real excellent free throw shooting, and the big rebound game was able to keep the Redbirds in front. Royerton hit 32 of 45 free throws tonight for 73%. Hagerstown hit 12 of 29 for 38%. So the Redbirds got 20 more free throws than did Hagerstown tonight after being outscored by some 4 field goals in the ballgame. Now Hagerstown came back strong in that second half with Roger Lumpkin getting 6 baskets, Dave Davis getting 6 baskets, and Dick Murray getting 4 baskets, Randy Green getting 3 as they began to hit that basket from 10, 12, 15, and 20 feet out on the floor and showed signs of being a very, very fine outside shooting ball club. They were not big enough to get that ball off the backboard and get the close-in shot. They had to resort to the long one, and the ball would just not go through for them in the first half. It did in the second half. But it was a fine defensive game for Royerton as they played the small against the small Hagerstown boys and played a very aggressive ball game. For the ball game, Hagerstown was 30 of 80 from the field for 38%. Royerton 26 of 76 for 34%, and the Redbirds were both outshot by total number of baskets and percentage-wise from the field. It was the big free throws that made the difference, and the number of fouls, as Hagerstown had to foul consistently in an attempt to get to the ball, and many of those fouls were on the backboard. The Redbirds capitalized. In the second half, Mark Marlott got 3 points, Randy Gwynn had 7, Lumpkin had 12, Cole didn't score, Davis had 12, Murray had 9, Forrest had 1, and Lakes had 2. And this makes the total then for the ball game look like this for Hagerstown. Marlott had 9 points. Randy Gwynn had 13. Roger Lumpkin had 14. Marvin Cole had just 3 free throws, and he has been averaging better than 15 points per game. Dave Davis had 15 points. Dick Murray had 11. Forrest had 3. Lakes had 4. Stratton and Brown didn't score. Hagerstown 4 men in double figures. Davis 15, Lumpkin 14, Gwynn 13, and Murray 11. For Royerton, they have 3 men in double figures tonight. I'm sorry, that's 4 men in double figures tonight. Jim Holler had 19 the first half, 11 the second half for a total of 30 points. He took 21 shots and hit 12. That's about 57% for that number of shots for the ball game. Ted Dixon came on strong after a scoreless first quarter, got 10 in the second quarter, 11 in the second half, did a tremendous job on the backboard. He ends up with 21 points in a fine ball game for the 6'4" junior forward. George Shaver, 1 free throw in the first quarter, didn't play the second quarter because of foul trouble. Picked up 11 points in the second half to give him 12 for the ball game. John Carter had 9 the first half, 6 the second half, and he was 11 of 13 from the free throw line, and he had 10 in a row before Maury put the jinx on him there in the fourth quarter. Don Shelby played a fine 4 game for the Redbirds, but didn't score tonight, as happens on occasion. This boy doesn't care about scoring, evidently. He does a fine job of feeding. He's happy to play defense and get the ball to the big boys and let them score. Bruce Hatfield, for the first time in reserve work this year that we've seen, failed to score tonight. He played only a few minutes in the second quarter and at the very end of the first quarter. Bill Story played well. A real fine floor game, especially in the second quarter. Mike Davis didn't score, played well. Scott Fisher got the last bucket of the ball game to give him 2 points. And Chuck Taylor got 4 points, all in the first half. So for Royerton, it's also 4 men in double figures. Holler 30, Ted Dixon 21, John Carter 15, and George Shaver 12. Boy, that takes care of the facts and figures. We're going to come back to you now.
And we're going to go to Crawfordsville tomorrow night for the Ball State Wabash game. 7:15 airtime. See if the Cardinals can pick up another victory in the ICC and also continue winning ways as the Royerton Redbirds did tonight. A real fine ball game. Certainly like to express our appreciation for all the cooperation out here at of Royerton, from the principal and the coach and all the fans certainly have been courteous to us out here at our two ball games that we've carried, the Highland Royerton game and the Redbird Tiger game tonight. And by golly, they won both of them. So following another winning score here on WLBC, the Royerton Redbirds. That's about it for tonight on the post-game show on behalf of our sponsors for this evening.